to what you said about how North has influenced the game. I mean, tell us, like, what do you think it was that kept a lot of the Jersey MCs not getting the recognition they deserve?
Ignorance. I mean, when I say ignorance, I'm not saying people was dumb. But when we was young, we ain't really know no better. There was a lot of frustration too going on. New York had all the keys. You know what I'm saying? New York had all the keys, man. And, you know what I mean? We was just fighting for a spot. And I think because we fought them a lot, like every time they came over here, a lot of them was getting into fights and altercations with us. They cut us out. They cut us out. I mean, we wasn't business minded. I mean, back then we was kids and it was probably all fun. You know what I'm saying? But it hurt us business. It hurt us business wise. I don't think they wanted to deal with us because of that. You know what I mean? They didn't want to deal with us. I mean, that's really basically the only thing I saw. I mean, the talent always been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember shows like, I remember that show with C-Wise and Burn B was at Sydney Hall, and they were supposed to open up for LL. And we ain't have no beats. We used to beatbox, or we used to beat on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really have a lot of outlets back then. So they wanted to use I Need a Beat. When I Need a Beat first came out, everybody that rap wanted to rap on I Need a Beat. So they asked L, they wanted to use it, and L said he couldn't use it. They couldn't use it. So they used Till I Rock Beat, it's yours. And they diss L on the stage, like at the same show. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, they had all the keys, man, so it was like they just shut us out. It was like they shut us out. We was too ignorant, man. We was too ignorant. I mean, as artists now, we can't do that. We can't do that no more. Like, we have to be open our mind to business, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
Now, if we knew any better, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be humble in this game, man. You gotta be real humble, man. Like, you can't run around acting like you're better than nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Even though you might be, you don't have to say it. You know what I mean? Your actions gonna show it. You know what I'm saying? And the work you put in gonna show it. You understand what I'm saying? But you got, like I said, you gotta be humble in this business. Now, if we came to him like, listen, man, we wanna get on. Like, how we get on, it might have would've went different. But when you come at people with violence all the time, like, it don't mix, man. Especially if they don't really want no kind of drama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them guys, like Big Daddy Kane was a lyricist, man. He was a lyricist, man. Like, they welcome him now because people that understand hip-hop welcome him over here now because they already know he a part of the fucking history of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's different now. But back then, they looked at him as a motherfucker who had more than they had. You feel what I'm saying? They looked at him as somebody who had more than them and they wanted it. That's just how people are, you know what I'm saying? And as artists, man, we gotta learn how to handle our business, man. That's all, you know?
Yeah, I think the skills speak for itself because I've heard plenty of places. I mean, if anybody watching this can prove me wrong, do so. I love dialogue. Wu-Tang always said that they measured themselves up against Brick City MCs. I've heard that.
Yeah, no. Raekwon actually said something. Raekwon said even he said something about the white tees or something too, didn't he? Juvenile and them did that too. Just for everybody to know. See that white tee shit? See, Juvenile and them came to Irvington Manor one time and everybody in the crowd had on white tees. And next thing you know, they had a video. Everybody had on white tees. That just started it. And I know because me and a couple of my boys was the first motherfuckers selling them. Like, I was the first one selling them shits. Everybody you seen was white tees was getting them shits from me. Like, real talk. And that's a fact. And you could, matter of fact, you could ask them. All you gotta do is ask the city. You ain't even gotta ask one person. Ask the city. They'll tell you that. They was getting them shits from me. I was selling them shits. But they bid a lot. You know what I mean? Like, we was trendsetters at one time, man. I don't know what happened now. You know what I'm saying? But we was trendsetters, man. Like, everybody wanted to be like, Wu-Tang, they actually said that, man. They actually admired us, man. Like Ray and Ghost, man. Like, I fuck with them, man. Like, I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Meth, I fuck with them, man. You know what I mean? I never got a chance to meet Old Dirty Bastard. But I met Ghost, I met Meth. Meth was my boy, man. I fuck with Meth, man. Like, I ain't seen him in a minute, man. But I'm pretty sure he probably still remember me, man. But I haven't seen him in a minute. But yeah, man, we was trendsetters, man. And it just, I don't know when New Age came in, man. I think this was designed to turn this way, man, for reasons beyond the eye, the naked eye. I think it was designed to turn the way it turned for a reason. I mean, like, it's a lot of things that, you know, the media and, you know, the government use for control tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start listening to music, music has sound waves. And what it does is, it hypnotizes you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
We good.
It hypnotizes you. So, you know, when you start listening to certain frequencies, man, it's like, you know what I mean? And like, it changes people's thinking process. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does. It actually does, man. It's like a form of hypnosis. Like, they said, somebody told me, they said rap music now is the white people's heavy metal.
That I've heard too. I've heard that.
You know what I'm saying? They brainwashing you into thinking it's okay to pop mollies, pills, get high, and just have sex with every woman that you come across. You understand what I'm saying? And that ain't a good look.
It's not.
They promote homosexuality at a very, very high rate.
Well, I want to ask you this off of what you said. That's why we call it Rehoboamism. That you attack the young to deplete the elders that have built the foundation of whatever it is that you're celebrating. And one thing I see is because a lot of people want the deal so bad, they sell their souls. The issue I have with the industry, or more so the corporate rapper, is that hip hop was built on making something from nothing. And now I feel like a lot of the new age MCs are just privileged bastards. That the 90s era MC is what made hip hop what it is today.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing. I mean, the golden era, the 80s was a good era, because that's the foundational era. But yo, from like 89, 88 to like 96, oh my goodness, man. Like, you had everybody, Smith & Wesson, Red, Nas, Biggie, bruh, Tribe Called Quest, man, it was retarded. Leaders of the new school, like, man, that school was ridiculous.
Yeah, and the thing is, the 90s era MC, what I remember from, I'm not going to talk like I know everything, but from my experience, the 80s MCs had their time, and they didn't want the 90 people in because they thought they weren't going to eat. The 90s era had their time, and people tried to shut 90s era MCs out. And 90s era MCs kept that "you can't tell me shit" attitude, and they still tore. Then the 80s backpacked off of that, like, well, no, they going out, then we can go out too. I said that attitude and that not say non-caring, but that we're not going to take what people say, we do what we want attitude, translated into business for a 90s era MC. Like, even now, like, Red now has Gilla House, you know, you had Nas going to corporate America, Jay-Z went to corporate America, Busta went to corporate America. Not too many 80s MCs went into that lane until they seen the 90s era do it. Now, when it comes to the 2000s MCs on, they piggyback off of the doors that opened with the 90s era, but the 90s era MC that really wanted to eat and be greedy did not teach the young folks the game. And that's why I think we're lacking now. An elder man told me one time. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me cut you off. It was all our jobs to do that. The 80s era and the 90s era.
Yeah.
See, we can't blame one era for what happened. We gotta blame the first era. And the reason why is because if that's the foundation, you're not supposed to allow nobody to come in and pull your root up.
True.
You feel me?
True.
So it wasn't the 90s era's fault. It was actually the 80s era's fault. They was the foundation. You know what I mean? And when they start coming with this new stuff, nobody said nothing about it. And the reason why is because, you know, when you get to a certain point in your life, like the 80s era rappers, man, they my age or older now. They older. Some of them close to 60. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't about that shit no more, man. But they gotta take care of their families, themselves, man. They getting older. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about who got the best rhymes no more. It ain't about that. I mean, now it's an avenue for you to make money. It's an avenue to make money, and you know, when they came in with the new era of hip hop, nobody said nothing, so they allowed it to go on. You know what I mean? It was supposed to get shut down, but because you know the economy is the way it is, they said, man, nah, we ain't shutting this down. We're gonna make sure that they eat, and what they do is they promote a bunch of bull crap. You know what I mean? They man, this new age rap, man, is not. I could say it's rap, but I wouldn't call it hip hop. It's not hip hop. Hip hop is a whole culture. Like, it's not. They missing a lot of elements. They missing a whole lot of elements. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard actually a couple of them freestyle, and a couple of them can actually spit. Why do they choose not to? Because they already seen from the past eras that it ain't gonna make them no money. So they choose to keep doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because it's a check, and it's a nice check for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, like, I don't fuck with it, but I ain't mad. You can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad. Everything evolves. Everything has to evolve. But the whole thing about that is that, to me, that took a backward step in evolution, if you ask me. You know what I mean? If it evolves, it's supposed to evolve forward. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to go backwards. It's not supposed to revolve. It's supposed to evolve. You understand what I'm saying? So, my thing is, now, I mean, it's accepted, man, because society accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that's going on now has been accepted by society. So, it's easy for them to come out and not say nothing. And it's easy for them to come out with a dress on. Like, everybody seem like they gay now. So, okay, what better way to promote anything that you want to promote than through music or TV? Mm-hmm. It's a way to promote. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a way to promote, man, and it's sad, man, but that's the truth, man, you know?